am Ambika Malhotra. As you mentioned, I'm based in Gurgaon. I'm a self-taught artist. I am actually a business executive by profession, but an artist at heart. So this is what I truly enjoy and I'm passionate about. I think I've been painting since I was little, and that interest has only grown further. And in the recent few years, I've kind of trained myself, learned a few techniques and kind of evolved my process as an artist too. Especially during the pandemic, I guess, when we were all having so many things happening around us, I think this was a great outlet, and one is inspired and motivated to do more in this field from there on. So most of my works are abstracts.
When exactly you started? Which year?
So I think around the pandemic, so 2018, 2019 is when I started doing canvases. Primarily acrylic on canvas, and most of them are abstract. When I was much younger, I think school and college is more academic from an art perspective. I think when you grow older, you develop your own style. So that's what happened. I do enjoy working with bold colors, sharp lines. Something which kind of has a strong visual really appeals to me as someone who admires art and kind of likes to paint herself. So that's what I've really stuck to, and that's what I try to bring through in my paintings. Sure. So there's 4 of my artwork made in the past few years at different times. That's why the styles differ a bit. This one was made much earlier. It's called Rise of the Phoenix. And as the name suggests, I wanted to kind of show a feeling of breakthrough and kind of breaking free. So that's what the blue kind of represents. It's the larger universe. And the white and the red is somebody kind of really coming out of their own. That's what really symbolizes to me. There's a certain energy, fervor, and a certain sense of passion denoted with the red, while there is a larger calmness that kind of comes through with the blue. So it kind of catches the inner recesses of the mind, and it shows how one is really kind of looking beyond and going beyond from where they are. So that's why it's called Rise of the Phoenix. I faintly try to capture it. And I think the Rise of the Phoenix has been a proverb we've all heard and known. I wanted to kind of give a visual representation to that because it's a great feeling. So that's what it denotes.
Wonderful. Next one.
The next one is called Resilience. There is a geometric, inspiration in this, and I've used the triangle, which is actually the strongest and most stable structure in geometry. So that's what I really wanted to kind of denote, that there's a certain sense of strength or resilience that's imperative and even, basic to all of us. It's just about tapping into it.
Next one.
So the next artwork again is an abstract, and it's called Fervor. So I primarily wanted to show how different things can come together beautifully. So broadly speaking, the red and the orange kind of denotes fire, and the blue of course denotes water, and they're the most basic elements that we have on our planet. So I think wanted to show that even though they have completely contradictory qualities, it's the both of them when they come together that life really exists. So that's what this really denotes. It's like you need contradictory feelings, emotions, aspects in your life, and they come together beautifully rather than kind of going against each other. So I think embracing different ideas, opinions is sometimes good for us. It kind of blends in together and makes for a more holistic picture, what this really kind of showcases to me. So yes, that's what Fervor is about.
Okay, and the last one?
So this is one of my more recent works. I've titled it Resurrection. So that's a term we typically associate with architecture. But what I primarily wanted to show with this one was that whenever we look and whenever we travel, we see a lot of cityscapes, landscapes of different cities, or even countries for that matter. There's always that one structure that stands out and that leaves a memory for us and which really defines a place globally or even in our hearts. So that's what this structure really represents. While there is a lot of commotion, chaos, and there's all the hustle bustle of the city around it, there's something symbolic about a certain structure which kind of sticks with us, and even we keep turning to it to get a sense of permanence. So that's what this really denotes. While there is that everyday hustle bustle, things are changing dynamically, there's a lot of lines, there's a lot of texture around here. However, there is that structure which will kind of surpass us and has been there for centuries and will be there going ahead also. So it's that sense of permanence while being caught in the more, daily intricacies of
Would you
life.
like to say anything about that? Your
Absolutely,
experience?
it was a wonderful experience, of course, to be amongst, such stalwarts from the art field who've kind of made a mark, who know what really art is about, share their perspective, have them comment on your artwork. It's extremely encouraging for someone who's an emerging artist and is trying to make a mark in this field. So it was truly an honor to meet all of them, hear from them, get advice from them, from something as basic as techniques to even the larger things and how I should go forward and how the experience can kind of be larger. And even the co-artists, it's such a unique display of work. So while there is a broader theme to it, everyone has kind of put forward their own way and their own take on the realm of dreams, which has been the theme of this exhibition. So I think it really brings out every artist's unique perspective, and I think that's what art is about, putting forward your sense of expression. So it's been, it's over here at IFAX. It is my first exhibition, so yeah, I mean, I've always heard about it and even come here many times, but good to have finally presented my artwork here. So yeah.
Anything you have to say for Dream?
Yeah, I think dreams are a part of us. Like, we wouldn't be anything without them, is what I feel. If you don't have a dream in you anymore, then possibly you won't have anything to live for. So it's something as basic to us. So it's not just what we see at night, it's also what we aspire for in the day. So it's a mix of the two. So I think your inner recesses kind of focus on, what you see in the night, maybe when you're kind of asleep, and that kind of trickles back into the reality of today, and what you really are going through and what you really want and aspire to be. So I think they're an intrinsic part of us. Sometimes we ignore them, sometimes we pay a lot of attention to it, but definitely, it's always there to stay and it'll always take you forward. So it's important to kind of stay in tune with your dreams and even try to catch them and, strive for them. So that's what I feel about it.
Ambika, so good to have you as an artist here. So wish you all the best for the days to come here
Thank you.
and for your future in the field of art.
All right,
Yeah?
thank you.
Thank you,
Pleasure.
Ambika.
Thank
Yeah.
you.